Hi everybody! How you all doing? It's great to see you all. And it's a wonderful time of year. It's nearly Christmas. How exciting! Well, as it's nearly Christmas, I thought I'd show you something that Christians use to celebrate Christmas. It's called a Christingle. Now, you might have in front of you all the things you might need for a Christingle, or you might not. So you're either watching this video with your Christingle bits in front of you, ready to follow the instructions on how to make a Christingle, or in fact, maybe you're just watching this now just to find out what a Christingle is and what it's all about. Now, luckily, someone has helped me with all the things I need. Not really sure how it's going to go. We'll find out. We're going to follow the instructions together and see what's going to go, what's going to happen, okay? So let's see. Right, so are you all ready, all with me, ready to go? Now, obviously, if you are making your Christingle, as you watch this, obviously you can pause this video, okay? I will be putting it together, hopefully. But you can always pause the video so you're ready for the next step and all ready for the next bit of the instructions. So don't worry, you're not going to have to rush and quickly put it together. So let's have a look and see. What's the first thing on my list? I'm going to need one of these. An orange. And I have one ready for me right here. Nearly dropped it. Luckily I didn't. Right, so we've got an orange. In fact, I'm just going to pull my table over here so I've got something to rest it on. There we go. In a minute. I'm going to need my table. You've got your tables in front of you. I've got an orange. I wonder what the orange is meant to represent. Is it the moon or the sun? I don't really know. Are you meant to eat it? What do you think? Luckily someone's left this for me. It says, the world. I think the Christingle orange is meant to represent the world. Okay. I can't see England though. Can't see England. But it's meant to represent the world. Okay, right. Okay, that's the first bit. So you all should have an orange, or you should have an orange when you're ever putting a Christingle together. You need an orange for the world. Now stay. There you go. Okay. Right, what's the next thing that we're going to need? We've got ourselves an orange. We're going to need something else. We can't just have an orange on its own, can it? Let me see. Ooh. I need some of these. Cocktail sticks. Now, be very careful if you're using cocktail sticks because they are spiky. Yeah, so watch. Ow! Yeah, be careful. So, you're going to need... how many am I going to need? My picture here shows me with lots of cocktail sticks. I don't need that many, do I? Is that how many cocktail sticks I need? There must be something that tells me... Wait a minute. It says here, the 4 seasons. Which means I'm going to need 4 cocktail sticks. Right, okay, let's do it then. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, for spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Now, I think, as well, that someone's also left me this little note here. I'm going to put the cocktail sticks down. And it also helps us to remember about God's love. Which seems strange when I've got 4 cocktail sticks here. About God's love. What, is God's love meant to be spiky? No, that can't be right. No, I think because the 4 seasons, all year round, that the cocktail sticks are meant to represent, yes, spring, summer, autumn and winter, but also the fact that God's love is all year round. That God's love is an everlasting thing that never goes away. And God's love for us is always and always will be there throughout the whole year. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Now, I think we're meant to stick these in the orange. What do you think? Should we stick them in the orange? Okay, let's do that then. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Aha! Just like that. Doesn't look like much at the minute, does it? But anyway, we've got our 4 seasons. And God's love. There we go. So we're going to put that on there. Now stay. So we've got our cocktail sticks in. So you can put yours in now, or think about, again, try and remember what each of these things represent as we go along. Okay? So you might want an adult to help you with the cocktail sticks, unless you feel confident enough to do it yourselves. But there we go. So we've got our 4 seasons and God's love in our orange. Right, well, what's the next thing? What we're going to need? We're going to need to put something on those cocktail sticks, aren't we? Got another picture here. What do you think these are? And no, they're not rabbit droppings. They're raisins. Oh, wow, we've got raisins. And sweets. Wow, so we're going to put the sweets and the raisins are on the cocktail sticks. Fantastic. Well, let's have a look. Let's see. I've got some of my raisins here. Thank you for the raisins from the supermarket for these. So we need some raisins. Love. Let's put some out. So let's put a couple on our cocktail sticks. Now, whilst I do that, why don't we have a think? What do you think the raisins might represent and the sweets might represent? Now again, because the cocktail sticks are very sharp, you'll have to be very careful when you put your raisins onto your cocktail stick, okay? So just be very careful when you poke them through. Now raisins are food, aren't they? So maybe it's something to do with food. Could be. I'll find out in a second. I think I've seen it. Hang on, let's have a look and see what it says. It says something to do with food. So we're on the right track if you're on a thing about food. So here you go, look. The food God provides for us. So the raisins and the sweets help remind us of all the good things that God provides for us. And I know I've got some sweets here. I've got some marshmallows here, and very yummy, very good. Probably not best to eat them before you put them on, but they're yummy. Okay, so you got sweets. Now you might not have marshmallows. You might use dolly mixtures. Or someone suggested to me jelly babies. But it seemed quite weird poking a stick through the middle of a jelly baby like I was poking a stick through a person. So it's up to you what you use. It's up to you what you use. Dolly mixtures, marshmallows. It's totally up to you. Even jelly babies if you so wish. So there we go. We've now got our orange, and we've got our sticks, and we've got our raisins and our sweets. There we go. So yours might look a bit similar to that at the minute. Okay, now we're moving on. Now, we've got some red ribbon. Some red ribbon. Now, let's see. I think this is meant to go around our heads, isn't it? Yeah. Like a bandana. No? I think it's round the orange, isn't it? Yeah. So you take your red ribbon, okay? And you might have already pre-cut this out, to be fair, but I'm going to do this now. So about there. So I'm going to cut the ribbon, and I'm going to sellotape mine. Now remember, if you're using scissors, be very careful, okay? And make sure you get scissors that actually can cut through ribbon. There we go, because that would have been interesting. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this ribbon. Now, have a think. What do you think the red ribbon might be for? What does the red ribbon represent? got my sellotape here. What do you think it might be for? Well, let's find out. Let's find out and see. Okay, so I've got my red ribbon on there. And actually, I've got my little sign here and it says, the blood of Jesus. Now you might be thinking, Mr. Bales, it's Christmas time. What are you talking about blood for? Well, actually, you see, Christmas celebrates Jesus coming into the world. But we also remember the fact that, yes, we remember that amazing miracle of Jesus being born. But actually, the reason why Jesus came into the world wasn't just to be born, and that was it. Jesus came into the world for us. God sent Jesus into the world for us to die on a cross. I've got a symbol of a cross behind me. Jesus came to die on a cross for all the bad things that we've done or will do. And Jesus wanted us to know God as a close friend. And the only way that we could do that was by Jesus dying on a cross, by sacrificing himself, giving his life for us. Because it was the ultimate way of showing God's love. And that by doing that, that we could now be friends with God. And that's why Christians celebrate Christmas and Easter as well. Because it reminds them of not only Jesus coming into the world, but also that he died for us and gave his life for us so we could know God. And so the red ribbon reminds us of the blood of Jesus, that he died on a cross, that he died for us, so that we could know God as a close friend. Okay, so there we go. Our Christingle is nearly done. So we've got our orange, we've got our 4 cocktail sticks. We've got the sweets, raisins, and the red ribbon. We'll recap what they mean later. See if you've been listening, you can remember them. Right, there's one last thing, I think. Oh, I forgot to show my ribbon. There's my ribbon as well. The last thing someone's put by me is one of these, a candle. Every Christingle is finished, I think, by putting a candle on the top. There we go. There we go. Can you all see? Excellent. So you've got a candle on the very top of the Christingle. Okay. Now, what do you think the candle might be for? Now, we don't blow it out and go, happy birthday! It's not like that. You might think it's that because it's Christmas, Jesus' birthday. I can kind of see where people might think it's for to celebrate his birthday. But actually it's not. You see, it's actually, it says here, that Jesus is the light of the world. It's to remind Christians that no matter where we are and what life throws at us and how we're feeling, good, bad, that Jesus is a constant light in our lives. That even in the darkest times and darkest places, Jesus is a light shining for us. And that he will always be there and someone we can always trust in. Okay? So that's why we have a candle, to remind us that Jesus is a light for us. Now, let's have a little recap, shall we? So we've got the orange, which represents the world. We've got our 4 cocktail sticks, which represent the 4 seasons and God's love all year round. We've got the raisins and the yummy marshmallows, the sweets, which are meant to represent all the good things, all the food that God provides for us. We've got the red ribbon round the world, round the middle. It circles all of us around the world, and it is the blood of Jesus. And lastly, the candle on the top, which I'm going to light. Now, you probably won't be able to light yours in school. Okay, you probably won't be able to light yours in school for safety reasons, but I'm going to do mine here because I can, just to show you it lit. Okay? And normally in a Christingle service, what the Christians in church will do, or people in church will do, is all sit together. They'll have made their Christingle. Everyone will get to hold it. and they will all have their candles lit together and will hold their Christingle and maybe sit in quiet for a little bit and look at the lights and look at all the symbols in front of them and use it as a reminder of Christmas and what each thing represents. And on the top, you've got the candle of Jesus there being the light for us. Okay? So that is your Christingle. And they're all the things that are represented and in the Christingle. So I hope that's helped you. I hope you've enjoyed putting yours together, or maybe enjoyed watching this video and learning a bit about what a Christingle is and what it's all about. So you can always have a little chat now in your class to think about what's your favourite part of the Christingle. I wonder, what do you think sorry, let me start that again. I wonder, what do you think is the most important part of the Christingle? Which of these different parts of this Christingle which do you think is the most important? Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video of the Christingle, and I hope you have an amazing Christmas and a really good time. I hope you're all safe, and I really can't wait to see you all soon. I really, really can't. So thank you for listening, everybody. Take care, and I will see you all very soon. In fact, I'll blow this out before I switch